This game and the streaming broadcast rights to this game are the sole and exclusive property of the WPIAL. Any broadcast of this game is intended exclusively for the benefit of the North Catholic Sports Network audience. Any use, rebroadcast, or distribution of this broadcast without the express written consent of the WPIAL is prohibited.
Trib Live High School Sports Network is the official video and audio streaming partner of the WPIAL. We broadcast over 2,000 sporting events each year and cover 17 sports in over 170 schools. At HSSN, you'll find the latest in high school sports news, live and archive broadcasts, scores, standings, and much more. Trib Live High School Sports Network, your high school sports leader. All season, every season.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. As we are broadcasting to you live from J.C. Stone Field in North Park for this Conference 4A matchup between the Hampton Talbots and your North Catholic Trojans. The Trojans coming into this game with a 3-3 record while losing 3 of their last 4, including a conference loss to Armstrong last week 35-19. The Talbots from Hampton come into this game with a 3-3 record as well, including being winners of 2 of their last 3 games, with that lone loss coming to Armstrong as well 2 weeks ago, 19-16. With both teams at 500 records, this game will prove pivotal in deciding who makes the top 4 in the conference and makes it to playoffs. As the North Catholic Trojans just ran onto the field, here as we get ready for the start of tonight's big-time conference matchup. As we await the anthem that will be played here momentarily. Followed by the alma mater. This is our 4th home game we've done for the North Catholic Trojans. And it will start the same as all others, with the national anthem.
Alma mater.
Wait, am I in the way of your camera, Shelby?
And ladies and gentlemen, once again, good evening and welcome to the Trojan Fortress of Lieutenant J.C. Stonefield. My name is Alex Brown alongside Ryan Berry, as we are proud and excited to be bringing this game to you on the North Catholic Sports Network and the Trib Live High School Sports Network. Ryan, as North is setting their sights on Hampton this week, it's tough for us to ignore the 1-3 record of the last 4 games. What has North struggled with over that span, and what do they need to do tonight to overcome it?
Well, North Catholic, they haven't been playing bad football, but they haven't been able to play good on both sides of the ball consistently. Take last week for Armstrong as an example. The score at halftime was 7-0. The defense was dominating. The offense couldn't get anything going. But then in the second half, Armstrong went out and dominated offensively in the second half, and North's offense was able to play good, but the defense wasn't able to be as strong. So they need to be able to have that consistent effort, good effort on both sides of the ball to be able to win, and this game is huge tonight. It's a pivotal matchup, and if North Catholic cannot pull this one out, then the playoffs chances do not look very bright.
And as you said, the playoff chances, it's getting to be must-win season here for North Catholic, as you got 3 more conference games. You're 1-2 in the conference already. Hampton's only played 2 conference games. They are 1-1 as of right now, and so this is a huge opportunity for North Catholic to get a huge section win, because right now Armstrong and Highlands, they're going to make it.
They're in. They're locks right now, as much locks as you can be without, I guess, being 100% locked in. But they'll be in the playoffs. They'll be the 1 and 2. Not sure which order that will be yet. But then Mars, Hampton, North Catholic, and maybe even Indiana are fighting for that 3rd and 4th spot. North Catholic still has Mars left on the schedule, and tonight is a huge pivotal matchup because the winner of this one jumps ahead of the other team and has a tiebreaker if the after the net, like, it's 2 more conference games for each team.
Hampton will have 3. North Catholic will have 2.
Yeah, North Catholic will have 2. Hampton will have 3.
And North Catholic next week will be playing a non-section opponent and not even a non-classification opponent in Avonworth, the 3A opponent. And that will be an excellent rematch of last year's semifinal in the 3A last year. North Catholic, the 3 teams they've lost to, Armstrong, Aliquippa, and Highlands. They're combined 17-1 this year. And that one loss was by Armstrong to Aliquippa. So you're looking at North Catholic has not lost to bad teams.
They're in a strong conference, Alex.
They are.
It's tough for them in their first year in Classification 4A to be stuck in such a good conference, but they want to make the playoffs. This could be Coach O'Shea's last year, and he wants to go out making the playoffs and going out with a bang.
And that kick, it bounces and down at about the 15-yard line.
That could have been that could have been bad for Hampton there, as that ball could have squeaked by the return man, and North Catholic was running down one hard and could have jumped on that and had possession of the football.
Eric Weeks just didn't play that well at the start, and it was an early miscue, but a recovery by the Talbots.
Eric Weeks last week is a running back for Hampton, 1 of 2 really good running backs for Hampton. He had 10 carries, 131 yards, and a touchdown. And Michael Magano had 12 rushes, 123 yards, and 5 touchdowns. And last week, Hampton was up 7-0 at the end of the first quarter, but then scored 35 second-quarter points against Connellsville.
That's a throw to the outside, up the sideline for about 8 is Weeks. Pass was from number 13, Adrian Midgley.
Says on here he's only 5'10", 185, but he looks a lot bigger than that, and he had a little burst of speed there as well.
And it'll be 2nd and 1 upcoming. Handoff. Now coming towards us here on the near sideline. He rounds the corner.
Great tackle there by Danny Franco, closing the gap, but still a first down for Hampton.
Brock Borgo, the 6', 190 junior, with a nice run there along the outside. First down for Hampton. Now from the 32. Handoff. Running behind an offensive lineman to about the 36.
Thrown down in there at the end by number 70, Julian King. A good tackle, but good run on first down for Hampton. That's a positive 5-yard gain for them. It looks like 4 yards maybe. Anything over 3 yards, I consider a win on first down for the offense.
Michael Morgano there with the run.
They've got a 1-2 punch at running backs.
This is to Weeks.
Jet
Weeks on the
sweep.
outside. Has some room. Gets a first down all the way to the 45. 9-yard gain.
All positive plays so far to start for Hampton. A good jet sweep, and Weeks has shown some speed, Alex. He could have broke that one through the gap there at the end and maybe taken that one to the house.
Lots of creativity early.
Yeah,
Lots of
trying
movement
different
prior to the snap, too. And that's a new quarterback in, as it's out to the outside. And a gain of about maybe 2 for number 9, Joey Mayer.
Looks like they call it 1. Good tackle there at the end by Caden Sarver. Gavin Camedy, number 5.
Yeah.
Couldn't tell if that was 3 or 5 there.
Gavin Camedy had a great week last week offensively. In particular, he had 8 receptions for 81 yards and a touchdown.
He did, and he's had some chances this year. He hasn't been able to break through for that big game, but hopefully last week was the start of something good for the rest of the season for Camedy.
Watch for those 2 quarterbacks flipping tonight for Hampton, number 13, Adrian Midgley, and number 9, Joey Mayer, as they've done that a lot this year. And that's a run for a decent gain by Brock Borgo.
Tackle again by Camedy.
About 3 yards. That'll be about a 3rd and 5. Adrian Midgley, the quarterback in there right now for the Talbots. Junior, 5'9". Throws it to the outside where it's caught. And
Great play to break the block.
Still up was Kelly, Porter Kelly, but he gets a loss on the play. Great job by the Trojans.
I believe that was Chase Arrington out of the original hit. He broke the block on what was a screenplay there to the outside and was able to get contact on him, slow him down, and then eventually brought down by Jason Sickett, the Trojans quarterback as well.
It was actually number 5, Benny Hazelrig. And the Talbots will give it to the Trojans.
Jack Fennell, the lethal punt returner, back to receive. That one was nearly blocked.
Nearly blocked. And that ball takes a Hampton bounce down to the 10-yard line. About a 41-yard punt.
Good punt. Good job of the Trojan defense to stand tall there after letting up some first down, so slowing down the Talbot attack there.
That's an excellent punt, though, by number 16, Ray Christop.
And now North Catholic will have to go 90 yards, so they want to put it in the end zone here for the first offensive drive of the game. Trojans' offense, Alex, has been up and down for the rest of the year. But when they've been able to get it to their playmakers, Jack Fennell, Gavin Camedy, Chase Arrington, in space, they've been able to create stuff, but it's been able to get those opportunities, put the ball in those players' hands. It's really slowed them down a little bit.
That's worked against Kiski. Put it in Jack Fennell's hands. Sickett off a first down, throws it. And, it's dropped. Luke Baker looked like he had it for a moment, and then it slipped out.
That was a really weird play because it looks like he missed it, and then he had it, and then all of a sudden it's flying back up in the air again. If he would have taken another step or two, that would have been considered a fumble, but if he would have caught that, he could have broke free up into midfield, maybe and further.
And clock will stop here on the field.
8.
And they're going to change the game clock, 8:15.
Because it was an incompletion?
Yep. And they just switch out Justin Smith, who came out off the offensive line because his helmet came off on the play. Sickett hands it off. Up the middle for, I would say about 3-4 yards. Give him 4 on the play.
They're down here.
That was Jack Fennell. 3rd and about 6.
Big play early for the Talbot defense here. A good chance to be able to get the ball back in good field position if they can shut down the Trojans here on 3rd down.
The Trojans have not been good in the first quarter. Flag.
That's not going to help.
Oh, he's picking up the flag. He's picking up the flag.
Oh.
Okay.
I think it's the first time we've seen that this year.
I don't think. Absolutely.
See it a lot in college, but I don't think we've seen it in one of the games that we've broadcasted.
Sickett throws it. Incomplete. Just out of the reach of Brady O'Hara.
Yeah, a little bit overthrown there.
And 4th and 5. Seamus Straub is going to have to deliver a great punt here to try to flip the field position. As he's going to be punting from about his own 5-yard line, which is where his foot's going to be by the end of it.
Good student section for both teams here tonight.
It is, yeah. Hasselrig, nice.
Oh, they brought pressure
barely
there.
Got that one off. Can it bounce? It does. It's not a bad kick down to the 43-yard line.
It's good punt. He had to go a little bit higher there because of how many people in the Hampton rush. If he hits at his normal height and more like a line drive, then that one probably would have been blocked. But he gets the punt off, and now gives the defense an opportunity to make a stop.
33-yard kick for Seamus Straub. A little bit less than that, actually. It'd be about 27. It would be about 28-yard kick. The Talbots starting their drive in positive field range already. Handoff to Brock.
Good run there, pushing the pile here at the end.
Brock Borgo still going. First down.
It's cold, but these stands are full here tonight, Alex.
It is. It's a chilly one tonight. Hopefully no cramps.
There shouldn't be.
There shouldn't be.
Not even Danny Franco.
That's Midgley. Takes it. Julian King's on him. He throws it incomplete off the hands of Michael Morgano.
Seamus Straub was in coverage there.
I tell you what, Seamus, he works hard. Every play, he gives what he can. The only times he's not in the field are on kickoffs, and I don't think he's on the field for punt returns. But other than that, he's on the field for just about everything. Second and 10. Handoff.
Good tackle there.
Borgo loses a
Caden
yard.
Sarver, tackle for loss. He's really been playing good these last couple weeks.
You're right.
A game against Kiski, he really broke through at a big night. Really sparked that Trojan defense in that game. And now coming up big again.
He's big too. He's a big presence on that defensive side. Plays as a linebacker.
Backup quarterback as well, and he does kickoffs.
Yep. Jack of all trades. 3rd and 12 for the Talbots. Handoff. Weeks. Still going. Brought down. No, Jack Fennell, as he'll blow it dead, whistled him down on forward progress at about the 30.
It's another one of those outside runs that I've seen from Hampton where they're not just trying to create space on the outside. They're trying to send everybody. Every blocker goes to that side and just hope a hole opens. And it's not like you're trying to do a trick play and trying to give someone space on the outside to use their speed. You're bringing everybody over to block and try to create a hole and just hope you can push the pile once he does get stacked up. But that run shows that they definitely knew that it was 4-down territory, especially at the 30-yard line.
4th and 6. The throw by Midgley. To it. And it's incomplete.
Great play there by Jack Fennell. He got beat at the beginning, but then caught back up to the receiver, tipped the ball, almost intercepted it. Better that he didn't, though, and it drops incomplete.
And North Catholic will start their drive at the 29.
Defense is coming up big for both teams to start.
I don't know, as you could see for Hampton. Hampton did not have a lot of guys go off the field there, even though they switched possession. They're playing with a lot of the same guys on defense as well. Steve Sculio, head coach, first-year head coach here for Hampton. Former NFL offensive lineman. Sickett drops back, runs up the middle, has a guy on him, and he gets back to the line of scrimmage, but that's all.
And last week, Jason Sickett had 71 rush yards and a 10-yard touchdown rush as well, so he can use his legs. As Brady O'Hare was in motion there and had a good block on the outside, but then Sickett was still brought down at the line of scrimmage.
Jaden Sickett says that's when he feels most comfortable, when he has the option and the freedom to run out of the pocket if he feels like it. He loves the read option. And Jack Fennell wrapped up.
He was touched as soon as he got that ball.
A loss of a yard on the play. Now you're looking at 3rd and 11. The Trojans have not been great on 3rd and longs this year.
They have not been great on 3rd down in general.
Yep.
Sending 4 wide here. Fennell in the backfield. Low snap.
Sickett picks it up. Rushed. Has Fennell. It is incomplete.
That was close. That was a really, really good throw on the run, rolling out to his left. But it looked like Fennell's right foot landed out of bounds before his left foot landed inbounds.
Real close there. Not a bad play by Sickett. Had a guy on.
There's no instant replay here.
No instant replay. But hey, we can wind back the camera.
That was close. Good effort there by Sickett to be able to get that ball off, being chased and rolling out, throwing across his body as well. Oh.
And that punt gets across the 50, takes a North Catholic bounce down at about the 42-yard line, where Hampton will take over. Not a bad kick. That one was about 30 yards. .349 here to go in the first quarter, 0-0. Both teams have had 2 tries at it. Neither have been successful yet. Hampton started with the ball. North Catholic with the ball to start the second half. Look at the formation here.
Tight formation.
Very tight. And a
Caden
big
Sarver
tackle.
again, breaking through the line of scrimmage. A tackle for loss, his second of the night. A loss of 2.
Brock Borgo, who had that big run on the previous drive for a first down, about 10 yards. Last 2 plays, negative yardage.
Caden Sarver flew through the backfield there. With the line of scrimmage, I should say.
You can see him there in the second row of the defense. He's the guy in the middle there, big number 3.
Same formation for the Talbots. And same play.
Hand off. That time it's Morgano. Gets about 4. It'll be about 3rd and 8 upcoming. We got both quarterbacks in the game, so look for that on the outside. Joey Mayer, number 9, is going to the far side of the field, as Adrian Midgley will take the snap. So I think that's something to be interested about, is the backwards pass and maybe the potential to throw that down the field.
Yep.
If they want to try that. Midgley drops back, throws it low, underneath I should say. Borgo gets a gain of a yard on the play.
Good tackle at Brady O'Hara. Came back to make that play there.
And now Hampton will punt. Back to receive is Jack Fennell.
So 2 goose eggs on the scoreboard right now for both teams.
It's a pretty plain looking board. Cross up. The kick will take a Hampton bounce. Look at that ball bounce. Down to the 11. "44-yard kick for Ray Kershaw. He's only a sophomore. North Catholic will start their third drive. Heavy presence there in the line. Fennell in the backfield. Hand off to Fennell. Fennell runs across the 10, gets to about, let's say, the 13 on the play. So it'll be about a gain of maybe 2. So as you said, success on first down is 3 yards or more in a run. He gets a yard. Fennell makes a move, cuts back up the middle. That's a loss. And you're looking at about a 3rd and 10, maybe a 3rd and 9. Trojans looking for their first down of the game. Here as we come up upon what could be the last play here of the first quarter, which has flown by with limited first downs. No, 1 first down in this first half. That's by Hampton. Sickett.
Good speed to the outside here.
Still has it up the sideline to about the 17, maybe the 18. There is a flag, as he would be short of the first down. Flag happened just after the play started. Looked like the flag came from the near sideline. It would have been an illegal shift on the Trojans, and Hampton not going to take that, enforce that penalty, make it 3rd down again, as they will decline it, and North Catholic will have to come out and punt.
Straub's first 2 punts. Hampton brought a lot of rushers and came quite close to blocking it. Something to keep an eye out for here.
A little more space there. That one is caught. Still going. It has Hazelrig, and down at about the 34.
Really good play there by Hazelring. As if he lets someone go behind him, that could roll way down in Hampton's territory, because that was a line drive. But he caught that one and got 10 yards there on the return, and good field position again for the Talbots heading into the second quarter. Quick first quarter play there. It's only 7:20.
That flew by. 7:20. Wow. Got a little plug here, Ryan. We got tomorrow night as the 22nd annual induction ceremony for the North Catholic Hall of Fame. Since 1999, North Catholic High School has recognized the outstanding accomplishments of individuals who spent their life giving back to the community and enriching the lives of others. On Saturday evening, 5 new inductees will be honored will be carrying the ceremony live here on the North Catholic Sports Network starting at about 6:40 p.m. So many great men and women in the Hall of Fame. And so many good ones to come. And Mr. Novak, who we interviewed 2 weeks ago, Kelly Martis interviewed 2 weeks ago, he's going to the Hall of Fame. Such a tremendous guy. So full of wisdom and has been a tremendous asset to the North Catholic community.
Another opportunity for the Hampton Talbots. Good field position again, starting at the Trojans' 34-yard line.
And Midgley throws it. Let's go, cannon, but it's just out of the reach of Eric Weeks. Second and 10. Definitely been some creativity offensively from Hampton. Handoff there to Borgo. Borgo runs into his own man. He's slowed down, and Seamus Straub gets him down for a loss.
Good play there. Seamus Straub breaking through the line of scrimmage and tackle for loss there. Another third down coming up.
Third and 11. Three wide to the right side from Hampton. Midgley runs that direction. Still going. Lets one go, incomplete. And 4th and 11. Are they going to go for it here at 4th and 11? They will send the punt team out.
Wow. Trojan's defense comes up strong again.
That was impressive.
That was.
Impressive stand.
Now maybe Fennel gets something he can return? Or else North Catholic might be stuck with bad field position yet again. Timeout
Whistles.
North Catholic.
Yep, timeout North Catholic. Coach Tim Maguglia over there is going to rally his special teams. Discuss what they're going to do here.
Honestly, it might not even be a bad idea doing an all-out punt block.
That wouldn't be a bad idea at all.
Instead of sending a return man back, maybe just send a lot of guys trying to block the punt, because you think if they get it away and it's only 36 yards for the cover team to cover, that they're going to get to Fennel pretty quick, and you probably won't have much of a chance to return anything. So why not send everybody rushing the punter?
Might as well.
Well, we'll see what they do here. Fennel is dropping back. Not very far back.
Ray Kersot, 2 good punts so far. Both over 40 yards. Let this one go.
It's blocked.
It was tipped.
Trey Pernsley, I think, got a hand on it.
And it still rolls to the 10.
That was deflected.
That
right?
was.
Weird though, because it took that a good
It helped
haul.
them almost.
Yeah.
It almost helped Hampton. And North Catholic is going to start from their own 10 for the 3rd time tonight. One tick under 11 minutes to go here in the second quarter. Jason Sickett. Readies, takes it, flips it. Fennel on the outside, already had some speed going and carries an offensive lineman on his way for about 5, maybe 6 yards.
Yep.
Definitely.
There's that win on first down.
Yeah.
They've been wanting for the Trojans.
Definitely 6. We'll give him 7. Fennel's so good with speed. If you give him an opportunity to rev up, that's big.
If you meet him behind the line of scrimmage, he can still make something out of nothing. But if he can get that speed, he's lethal.
And it looked like he had a hole there. Gets through it a bit. And
Yeah, he had a gap for a second. It closed up fast, though, but he still got a 2-yard gain, and it'll be 3rd and 1 here for the Trojans.
Trojans looking for their first down. Officials timeout.
Oh, they gave him the first down.
Gave the first down. Oh, there you go. There is your first down of the night.
I did not think that was the first down.
Okay. Steve Scolio didn't like that too much. He wanted an explanation. Nevertheless, North Catholic has a first down. Sickett, handoff on the toss to Fennel. Fennel gets to the outside and about to the 25.
5-yard pickup, positive.
There you go again.
To win on first down. They're trying to get Fennel in space. I like it. Give the ball to the hands of your best player on offense, your fastest player, your most explosive player. And it hasn't happened at times throughout the season.
It hasn't. Two wide of the right side of the line, one wide on the far side. Sickett handoff. Fennel with speed. First down and more. Gets to the 34-yard line. He needed 5. He got 9. Now here we go. A little momentum for North Catholic. Two first downs. Look at this now. 5 wide. 3 to the far side. 2 here on the near side. Sickett, lone in the backfield. Whistle sound. Just prior to the plays, he looked like he was going to carry that one up the middle. Timeout, Hampton. Steve Scolio, Hampton's head coach, was their offensive coordinator last year when they went 11-1 and won the Grady Allegheny Conference title. And now he is the head coach this year. After Jackie DiMatteo stepped down after 14 seasons.
Alex, if I had to ask you who the most dominant team in 4A has been this year, who would you say? Just off the top of your head.
I would say Aliquippa.
Central Valley is 6-0
too.
overall, averaging 47 points a game to 10 points against. In conference, they've scored 154 points to only 13 against.
And that's a team that moved up last year.
Yes, they're
with North Catholic.
They beat North Catholic in the Class 3A championship game, but I thought it was a cool nugget there because a lot of people think Aliquippa. Both teams are undefeated, and if they play each other, that would be a good matchup. I'm going to try to find out if they play each other.
Here's a little inkling. They do. Aliquippa and Central Valley, last game of the year for both teams. It's at Freedom High School, which is where Aliquippa is playing their home games this year. Sickett circles, finds a man.
Luke Baker.
About a gain of 3 or 4.
First completed pass?
That would be. First completed pass. And Central Valley beat Hampton this year 48-9. 48-9.
That just shows you how dominant Central Valley is, I think, more than anything.
One of the few remaining undefeated teams. And that's run on the far sideline. First down and more.
Jack Fennell's finding his groove now. 3 nice games in a row.
3 first downs in a row. Trouble with the PA system again today here at JC Stone. 51-year-old establishment. That throw intercepted. Too high for Gavin Camedy. Returned here by Eric Weeks. Pick 6.
Eric Weeks, we've shown his speed. He's shown his speed. He had a big week last week against Connellsville. And he picked that one off. And he had some nice blockers in front of him. And he showed his speed. He broke a tackle and he was gone. As the first score of this game comes off of a pick 6. It's been the defenses that have come up big for both teams. And it's just fitting the defense to score the first points of the game. 7-0.
Yep, Luke
Hampton.
Fiskus gets that one. 3 first downs. And then changes on a dime with that interception. And if you're going to throw in the direction of one man and you'd hope it's not intercepted, if you throw in the direction of Eric Weeks, wide receiver, senior, great hands, he's going to catch that 9 times out of 10. And now North Catholic's going to have to recover, bounce back from that. That's tough. Oh. Jack Fennell back to receive this one. Porter Kelly will kick it off. And that's right off the side of his, almost off his ankle bone. That is return. Look at this return.
Chase Arrington.
Chase Arrington to the 46.
You see the run-up? That was more than normal, right? It looks like he ran 10 yards before he kicked that.
It did.
That's the first kickoff we've seen, so maybe this is what it normally is. But
and he kicked it from the side of his foot.
If that's the same field goal kicker I was watching in warm-ups, I mean, he was kicking it well in warm-ups. He was nailing some 35-yarders.
Well, the one that just kicked the extra point.
Was it the same guy?
That was somebody completely different.
All right.
That was Fiskus. Now on the outside.
2 big plays in a row for Chase Arrington. Good spin move.
15 yards almost there for Chase Arrington. Excellent. They'll give him 17 as they started from the 45. They end up rolling it. Second. Readies. Waits with
There's
it.
a flag thrown.
And Sickett runs for about a gain of 3 on the play. Now let's see what the flag is. Came from the near sideline. False start on North. Penalty's been a problem in some games.
They have been, yep.
After the penalty, Trojans have it, 1st and 15 from the 47-yard line.
Now 1st and 15 from the 47. 6:15 to go here in the first half. Sickett flips it off. Arrington makes a move. Flag on the far sideline, as that's gonna be a loss of about 5 on the play.
Something happened there at the end of the play that I missed?
I didn't think it was that major.
What was it?
Chase Arrington, I don't know if he made a gesture, if he brushed them away. The players on the
picked up the flag.
They were tackling him on the play.
That's a big loss there.
Yeah. No, the flag was picked up from the far sideline. Hampton fans are really upset. Lots of Hampton fans here tonight, right in front of us. North Catholic fans off to the right side. A strong contingent of both supports tonight.
20 for the Trojans from the 47.
Second and 20. Sickett has guys on him. Throws it incomplete.
He just threw that one away. That rush was immediate. He had nowhere to go. No one on the left side of the field, so as he rolled out to his left, there was no options. He had to throw that one away. Now 3rd and 20. Trojan shot themselves in the foot there after that big first down pickup there by Chase Arrington after the good kick return as well.
Yeah.
Now 3rd and 20. Trojans
Need a
be
big
forced
play.
to punt again, but they need something. Need something positive.
Only going with 2 wide here. Fake handoff. Nice block there by Fennell. Sickett throws it. Picked off.
There are a lot of Talbots over there. I think it was double coverage. There were a couple North Catholic receivers over there as well, but the Talbots came up with that one. Another interception on back-to-back drives.
Benny Hasselrig with the interception.
Good field position again for Hampton.
Hampton will start from the 43. Maybe the defense needs to force a turnover here.
Yep.
They haven't given up any points so far. The only points by Hampton were on the pick 6. .504 to go here in the first half. Whistles blow. Timeout North Catholic.
North Catholic, their second.
And they'll have 1 left here for the first half. And North Catholic offensively, Brian, they just can't get into a rhythm. Is there something that they can change maybe at halftime as they start the second half with the ball? Is there something or anything that can change other than don't throw interceptions when you come out?
Well, I like that they've been able to get the ball into Fennell's hands and Arrington's hands. That's been able to complete, figure out some big gains, some explosive plays. They're missing that big explosive play. They've had some explosive plays like 15, 20 yards, but they're missing that big, huge touchdown run that they've had in some of their wins. And another thing, after they get to those nice gains, they would shoot themselves in the foot with turnovers and some missed blocking assignments as well that allow Hampton to just run right through the gaps, and it was for big losses for the Trojans. So they're getting nice plays, but they're shooting themselves in the foot after that, and that's been a big problem.
Hampton. Flag on the play.
Ball starts on the Talbot.
And Hampton will start 5 yards further back. Off the false start.
Takes it 1st and 15 from the 38.
Exact same play that they were going to run in that prior. sequence before the penalty, and it's a gain of about
Good tackle by Danny Franco.
4. It was. Good tackle.
By number 20, Franco. Picks up 4.
Danny's been really good this year.
And 11
Really good.
from the 43-yard line.
Stepped up in big moments and is steady as a rock back there at the linebacker position. And that's Borgo again. Borgo. Maybe a yard or 2.
Number 22, Borgo.
Justin Smith, among many others, were there for the tackle.
Big opportunity again for the defense. They've been stellar all night now. Trying to force another 3 and out. As we check under 4 minutes remaining in the first half of play.
Here we go. 3rd and 9. The throw. Caught.
Oh, unbelievable diving grab there.
Benny Hasselrig.
As it looked like that one might have been thrown a little bit too hard or maybe a little bit too far through the air for a great diving catch down to the Trojan 30-yard line. And life for the Talbot offense, as they've stumbled a lot after this first couple drives. Haven't been able to put any points on the board. The 7 points came on a pick 6 for Eric Weeks.
Thrown by Midgley. Maybe a loss of a yard on the play. To Hasselrig.
Brought down by number 56, Rob. No gain on the play. Maybe a loss of 1. Brings up 2nd and 11 from the 31.
Seamus Straub has a couple of tackles for loss tonight. Not a lot to get excited about tonight so far on the North Catholic side. Looking for something here. Here comes Julian King. Midgley still has it. He's going to have to get it away. He does. Brady O'Hara escorted him out of bounds.
As well as Julian King
Yep.
coming off the edge.
Julian King went a long ways on that play. He's on the other side of the line.
Another 3rd down up here for the Talbots. Obviously, 4 down territory most likely. Unless there's a loss on the play.
The coaches on the North Catholic side really pointing at their defense to get in the right position. Here's the throw. Midgley deep. He's got a man. Incomplete.
That was in the hands of Eric Weeks, but Jason Sickett ripped it out at the last second. And that one falls incomplete.
That's big.
It's a huge play there.
And how about not getting a pass interference call there? Played great, great pass defense. .2:23 to go here in the second quarter. Timeout Hampton. That's their second as well. They're going to discuss what to do here on 4th and 10. And now that's interesting. Will they go for it here? Or they did punt it from a position that was similar to this in this game. It was about 10 yards further back.
Yeah, I think it was around the 40 that time.
Yep, it was a little bit further back. And it's an interesting situation here. I think they'll go for it though, right? Do a similar play. What do you have to lose? You're up by 7.
Lead. Do you have the lead to lose?
You're right.
But I think they will go for it.
That's good. These Hampton marching band members, they have a pink, something pink sticking out of their.
It's their whatever. I don't know. Is it called
I
a
don't know what
hat?
I
I don't know what it's
formal
called.
name for that
But
is
every
called.
band has those little those hat things, or a lot of bands do. I don't know what the.
Is that their hat or is that coming out of their hat?
Yeah, it comes. It's part of their hat.
It's part
I
of their
believe. It looks like a feather. It is a pink gown, but
It is.
for the North Catholic
Yes, I said they're
theme.
a flag coming from all
A
directions.
false start. And now
Now
it
what do
may
you do?
change the decision.
Now they're
Yep.
gonna punt it. Wow.
North Catholic's got to go for a block here. They need something to spark the team.
They need something. They really do. Chase Aguli has to sprint across. Timeout, North Catholic. Oh, that's a tough one to burn. That's their last. They just weren't ready for the change of positioning. And that's the second timeout they've burned tonight on special teams. Got our halftime coverage coming up. North Catholic Trojan Marching Band will be out performing. We got our Trib halftime show of the week.
And after this week, we've got a lot more broadcasts coming up, Alex.
Oh, we're jam-packed, and we'll talk about that momentarily. And that's not a good punt. That's caught by Caden Sarver
That one was.
at the 30-yard line.
I don't even know what to call it. It went off like the side of his foot.
That's a 5-yard punt. That's a 5-yard. Well, it's maybe 10. And you could say Sarver. You could say Sarver caught it about 5 yards back from where he was ended up being tackled. But at the most, that's a 10-yard punt.
It just mishit. It looked like, or miskicked.
I hope that wasn't the plan. That'd be pretty hard to do, I think, actually. But I give him the benefit of the doubt.
He's been pretty good on his other punts.
Yeah, Ray Kersop has been excellent tonight on his punts, 2 over 40 yards. Sickett throws it. Incomplete. Looking for Danny Franco. There are 2 guys in coverage, though.
Or, I'd like to see something maybe up the middle, or over the middle to Brady O'Hare. Finishing my sentences there, Alex. I like it.
Great minds think alike.
Because against Highlands, they did it a couple times, and it really sparked the offense.
And
False start on
O'Hara.
O'Hara there.
False start on the Trojan.
That stings. As he's lined up
After the penalty,
in the slot.
and 15 from the 45.
Hampton brings some pressure right on Sickett. Sickett throws it out of bounds. He's close to an intentional grounding
Out of the
call
tackle
there.
box.
He was. Cambody was definitely a little far up the field there to be too close to comfort on a intentional grounding call, but it was not called. And North Catholic will have 3rd and 15.
Maybe something to Camden. Hit a big week last week. Isn't going to catch it today.
Sickett sacked.
Trying to make something happen. No one was open. Took that extra second. It was just brought down hard.
Gabe Harris with the sack, 6'4", 230-pound senior. And Hampton will take their final timeout.
They'll have good field position again as well.
They are. they're going to have a couple shots to get some points on the board here, as North Catholic will receive the ball to start the second half. But 1:56 to go. Hampton will get the ball with no timeouts left. Neither team has any timeouts. Seamus Straw about to punt. And he gets it off, and it's his best of the night. Caught at the 42-yard line in the air.
That's a really good punt. Hampton brought a strong rush there, and he had to get that one off fast, and he did. 30-yard punt? 32-yard punt?
Yeah, good. It was good. Right about there, yeah.
Couldn't do much better than that from where he was and the type of rush that Hampton brought. He didn't have any time to run into that one.
If that one bounces, that's getting close to the 40 on the other side of the field. But Hasselrig caught that one, and Hasselrig is out here on the near side. Weeks is here first on the near side, and then it's Hasselrig. Pitch off to Bordeaux.
Ball's out.
Oh, North Catholic.
Camedy picks it up.
Gavin Camedy has the ball, the 40. That's what I'm talking about. North Catholic gets it back. That's what the doctor ordered. What you just talked about just a couple minutes ago.
There's that spark. Was that? I don't know if that was stripped by Camedy. Danny Franco was there as well.
Repeat that.
Wow. That's big. North Catholic, no timeouts. Minute 41 to go. Ball at the 40. 1st and 10. Sickett steps up, gets around, goes to the far sideline. He has a little bit of room to run. Out of bounds after 3. I'll give him 2. I thought he got a little bit more than that, but that's okay. Sickett. Great dual threat quarterback. Four to the outside here on the near side of the field. Sickett tripped up, no gain. And you have to throw it here, right?
Yeah. Unless you can say there's 4 down territory. They're going to hurry up because they have no timeouts left. Well, that was almost a hold.
Sickett runs again, no gain. My goodness, 4th and 8.
This is tough because he went on a bounce. So the clock doesn't stop. Did Hampton have any timeouts left?
Hampton has 0 timeouts left.
So if he stays in bounds there, then that clock ticks.
It does. Are they gonna punt it here? They're gonna punt it.
Yeah, you have to. So if you don't get it, Hampton has good field position with a minute left.
Boy, does that stink. That's a tough drive there for the Trojans, as they had some momentum there off the turnover, and they get 2 yards.
Well, that's a
There
really
by
good
Seamus.
punt.
Caught by Hasselberg at the 10. Luke Baker guards him off there, and now Hasselberg runs up the far sideline for a gain of about 7 on the return to about the 18-yard line. 53 seconds for the Talbots.
Talbot to put it in play. 1st and 10 from the 18 with 53 seconds.
If the score stands, it was the same score that it was last week against Armstrong at halftime. Armstrong went on to win that one. 35-19.
35-19.
Yep, 35-19.
Lots of points. Maybe we'll see a lot of points here in the second half.
Yeah, I need some fireworks.
And not much offense to speak of.
Defense has been very good.
They haven't.
No offensive touchdowns have been scored. Because the pick
That's
six
right.
was the lone touchdown by this man, Eric Weeks.
Weeks gets about 5,
Down by number 8, Arrington.
maybe 6 here.
Assisted by number 70, King.
And let this clock tick down.
Picks up 5, brings up 2nd and 5.
This will be the last play here for the Talbots.
Unless it's a big play.
Well, that's the big play, yep. Until
Or
they
maybe
write it
not
off.
even not. If they even run a play.
It is a handoff. First down distance on that play
That's halftime.
for Brock Bordeaux. And now, halftime here at
Well,
JC Stone.
Not much scoring to rack up. It was a pick six in the second quarter by number 3, Eric Weeks. He caught that one around the 45-yard line, returned it 55 yards there for the score.
That's it. That's
Defense is
Yeah.
rock solid on both sides. Offense is not much to speak of.
not much to speak of at all. Our halftime coverage is going to start off with the Trib Live halftime report of the week, followed by the North Catholic Trojan Marching Band, who I believe will be performing second. The North Catholic dance team, though, will start it off. We'll be back about 20 minutes. Half 2. We'll see you then.
Week 6 halftime show here on the Trib Live High School Sports Network. We are now into the second half, closing in, getting that much closer to the stretch run. And then, of course, the district postseason in about a month. So good stuff, exciting stuff. And, of course, when you're talking postseason, you're talking in the past, the Highway to Hines. Well, we don't have that anymore. The March to the North Shore, Acrisure Stadium will be hosting 4 of the 6 championship games. Norwin High School in North Huntington will be hosting the other 2. That's sort of been the routine since the 6th classification era. But this is the 20th anniversary. Now, if you do the math, you say, well, wait. First championships were 2001. This is 2022. Dawn, your math stinks, and that would be true. But Chris Harlan, the fact is, of course, 2 years ago we had no championships on the North Shore. So 20 years at the facility on the North Shore, Heinz Field, Acrisure Stadium, WPIL championships. And just so many great games, so many outstanding performances. So that's sort of going to be our focus here on this edition of the halftime show. Some of the the great players, some of the great performances in those 20 years.
Yeah, for me, when you think back on those 20 seasons of championships, one performance that kind of jumps out, it's just a bunch of them. One jumps out to me is Central Valley's Jordan Whitehead. 2014, he was there, led them to a win over West Allegheny. And I think really what sticks out, he had 3 touchdowns, but he had one later in that game. It was a 55-yard catch and run that was just an amazing one that showed, everything that Jordan Whitehead was and went on to be at Pitt and now in the NFL. One of those plays where he caught the ball and he slipped one tackler, ducked another, spun his way free and ran down the sideline 55 yards. To me, that one stands out, that performance, 3-touchdown game for him. And I think there's a history of that when you look back of some of the best players we've seen in Western Pennsylvania. When they get to that stage, a lot of them put up big-time performances at that stage. Some other ones immediately come back, Steve Breston, I think if you go back to 2001,
Yep.
And that was the first year of the games at Heinz Field. He had over 200 yards rushing in a win over Central Catholic, a dominant win over Central Catholic. They kind of showed what Steve Breston was. Tyler Boyd had a 3-touchdown game his senior year when they in 2012, and that was win number 60 for them. They actually broke the WPL score consecutive games winning streak that year too with 60 wins. Robert Foster, another Central Valley guy, kind of sticks out. His sophomore year, I remember that 2010 year was the first year Central Valley was a team, and he came along and was a star sophomore and led them to kind of a surprising win that year over Montour. And he scored twice in that championship, had more than 150 yards from scrimmage. All guys who went on to big-time college too.
Yep, I was there on the sidelines when Breston ripped off, I believe it was like an 85, 90-yard run early in that game against Central Catholic. Huge crowd, probably the biggest crowd that first year for that Woodland Hills Central Catholic game. One that stands out, a couple, Terrell Pryor, obviously, as well. It wasn't anything exciting as far as, games coming down to the last moment, but he had a huge game offensively and defensively in Jeanette's victory over Beaver Falls, which, by the way, is the last time Aliquippa did not play in a WPL championship game back in 2007. The 1-2 punch, I want to say it was 2008, 2009, Hopewell, West Allegheny.
Oh, absolutely.
Everybody knew about Russell Shell of Hopewell. All eyes were on him, but man, what a performance by Mike Caputo of West Allegheny. And those two just, it was like almost like a game. What am I trying to say? It's like a video game. The performances they were putting up.
Yeah, no doubt. I mean, that number's here. It was amazing. We look back, 42 carries, 274 yards for Shell in a losing effort. That's what's amazing about that. He had 4 touchdowns, 274 yards, 42 carries, and Caputo left with the trophy that day. Mike Caputo, West Allegheny. But yeah, that 2009 game, 36-28, definitely, I think, there's a couple that have been great games over the years, some overtime games, but I don't know if in terms of just pure build-up and living up to the expectations, you can find a game that does more than that Hopewell West Allegheny game, because that was it from the whole season. People were waiting for that game, and it lived up to it.
That was one of the better games, no question about it. There were 3 overtime, or have been 3 overtime games. Central Valley beating Aliquippa in the 3A title game in 2019, the most recent. NA over St. Clair 11 years ago, 2011. This arguably one of the best games ever as well. Central Catholic, Gateway, the tremendous finish to that game, descended into overtime by Gateway, but Central Catholic prevailing by 1 in overtime, 35-34 in the 2007 Quad A championship.
Yeah, and for as much as I talked about Jordan Whitehead in that 55-yard touchdown that people at the time said might be, maybe the greatest play in championship history, I think Cam Sadler with Gateway, they might make a case too, because they ran the hook and lateral in the end of regulation to get that play, and they tied it up and sent it to overtime. They ended up losing in overtime because of a missed extra point, which is a heartbreaker. Central Catholic won that one in 2007, that 35-34 game. But yeah, I mean, for Gateway to get back, I think they were down like 15 points with a minute left, pull off the hook and lateral, get to overtime. Yeah, that play there, the hook and lateral could be, I'm sure Gateway's going to argue that is the greatest play in Heinz Field history for WPL championship.
Probably the best game I've seen, no question about it, because it was a great game up until those antics at the end. One, as we're winding things down, 5A. That's been the great thing about the expansion. The 5A championships since 2016 have been chock full of memories, great games down to the wire, including last year's Penn Trafford Moon game. How about the game where McKeesport, they were celebrating a championship against West Allegheny in the waning moments? They did the old Gatorade dump on Coach Miller, and as it turns out, West Allegheny made this amazing comeback and ended up winning the championship.
Yeah, the early Gatorade dump is never a good look.
No.
That one never works. That one never works.
It's always a bad thing, no question about it. So, again, 4A, 3A, 2A, and Class A this year, as the tradition continues, now Acrisure Stadium. 20 years of great memories, just scratching the surface here during this edition of the Halftime Show. Thanks to Chris Harlan. I'm Don Rebel. Enjoy the second half of the game. You're listening to Week 6 here on the Trib Live High School Sports Network.
Is the North Catholic High School Trojan marching band. This year, take a journey into our imagination as the band takes you this magical musical Disney, with songs from their fantastic show featuring hits from The Little Mermaid, Beauty and the Beast, Black, Butler. Please welcome to the field the North Catholic High School Trojan marching band.
One, two, ready, go.
And we are back, getting ready for the start of our second half coverage. Halftime started off by our Trojan dance team, followed by the halftime report from the Trib and the North Catholic marching band. Superb, as always, from the dance team and the marching band. As we get ready to start the second half, 7-0, Hampton leads. North Catholic gets the ball. The only points coming off a pick six by Eric Weeks. And Ryan, coming into this second half, North Catholic has not been good this whole year with getting points in the first half. So getting the ball, what's your first couple plays going to be?
Well, you look to what worked, and
Yes.
that was getting it to Fennel on the outside. It didn't work every time, but it broke through for some big first downs, some big gains that gave the offense a little bit of spark. They need to be able to do that consistently and to be able to get that in good field position to be able to put some points on the board. Last week, Jason Sick was able to use his legs and find Gavin Camedy for a couple touchdowns. Maybe try that again. Try some of the plays that worked in the second half against Armstrong. This is a must-win game, so you got to throw the kitchen sink at Hampton.
And North Catholic, as you said, they got to exhaust every option. They really do. And Coach O'Shea knows that. He's been around long enough. And I'm sure that's who he's telling the guys at halftime. You have to have urgency. And that starts the second half is kicked off. Still got a couple more minutes here before we'll get started, as both teams getting stretched out here on respective sides of the field prior to the start of the second half. And Ryan, let's talk about some of our upcoming broadcasts, as we do have some coming up. And we got a hockey broadcast starting up here on this Tuesday, upcoming Tuesday the 11th, and that'll be fantastic to broadcast to you guys out there on the ice. A tremendous, if you could talk about it if you want, but a tremendous come-from-behind victory against McDowell this past Tuesday up in Erie in a tremendous 5-4 victory to start out the season, Ryan. Tremendous.
Yeah, it was a great game. Good,
yeah.
good to get a win to start the season especially against that team.
Absolutely, and that will be against Blackhawk this upcoming Tuesday. 9:20 is puck drop, as we look forward to having you with us for that game as well, as that'll be myself, Callie Martis, Alex Jackson might be joining us for that broadcast, as he'll be taking part in our broadcast as well this year, as we look forward to having both him and Callie for those games. All home games will be broadcast on the North Catholic Sports Network, and we got home games the next 3 weeks for hockey, as we got Blackhawk on the 11th, we got North Hills on the 18th, and then on the 25th, Quaker Valley. So starting off with some great home games for hockey, and then next Friday, the 14th, we got a doubleheader of action here at JC Stone, as we think we're going to be doing the girls soccer game at 3:30 between our Trojanettes and Avonworth. Two great section opponents. That'll be a game to decide the section championship. And followed by the North Catholic Trojans facing the Avonworth Lopes for football.
Yep, and the Trojans girls soccer team got a 3-0 win against them earlier this season, a really impressive win. And as you stated last year, Trojans and Avonworth met in the playoffs for a 7-0 win for the Trojans.
Football, that was a really intense semifinal matchup in a game that's now transitioned almost into a rivalry.
It has. It seems like not just the two football teams, but it seems like
two schools.
Yeah.
And
Trojans volleyball
yeah,
got the best of
volleyball too.
them. The Avonworth volleyball team pretty handedly.
They did three sets.
That was a matchup with the best two teams.
The Trojanettes have been just ridiculously good this year. They haven't lost a set in section, and we're coming up here on the second week of October.
I think they played NA earlier in the year.
They did.
And I think they were a little, I guess, didn't want to make a mistake. Like, oh, we're playing NA. But I think they're confident now, and I think they could
if they
beat NA.
Again, yeah, if they played again, it would be definitely a lot closer.
It would be a good, really good match.
Second half, about to get underway. Porter Kelly will kick it off for the Talbots. Second half, here we go. Squib kick up the middle. Fennell picks it up at the 21. He runs, gets across the 35, and he's down to the 37. Almost broke through.
Oh, I thought he was gone. But better field position again for the Trojans to see if they can make something happen. Haven't been able to all game. They've had some good opportunities as well after the forced fumble by Danny Franco, recorded by Camedy.
Sickett gets ready for this snap. Behind him is Fennell. Sickett hands off to Fennell. Fennell breaks through, finds a hole at the middle for about 8, maybe 9.
Good tackle there. He was tripped up, or else he would have gotten a first down and much more.
Meyer with the tackle. Sickett handoff to Fennell and he's gonna be tackled for a loss of a yard. 3rd and 2 upcoming. Gabe Harris with the tackle. Big play here in the first drive of the half.
I know it's early, but this could be an opportunity to do 2 rushes in a row here, up the gut with Fennell.
Oh, and they go.
Offsides.
First down, North Catholic. Big offsides call. And that puts the Trojans across the field. And they do the work for
Something
them.
North Catholic needs. Maybe a little bit of
Yep.
some luck. A good break.
Second handoff to Fennell. Fennell gets to the outside, gets across the 45, down to the 42. Gain of 7. Second and 3 upcoming. Sickett readies this one. Handoff once again to Fennell. Fennell first down and more. Breaks across the... Oh, and
He's hitting those gaps quick.
I was geared up for
And he carried a defender about 5 yards there. Maybe more.
I was gearing up for a house call there. I was going to say, he just got across the 30, and he did, down at about the 29.
Hey, that was the key. You got to get to your playmaker. That's what they've done.
Sickett, handoff. Jack Fennell outside.
Again.
Gets 9. My goodness.
Good blocking, and he's hitting those gaps fast and hard.
Great drive so far. Start the half. By the Trojans.
Brings up 2nd and 2 from the 22.
Sickett, handoff to Fennell again. Fennell, first down. Gain of about 4. As I'll put him at about the 17-yard line.
Great try to start for the Trojans. Why stop handing it off to Fennell now? It's been working.
And Fennell this time gets some more inside the 10.
Just about a first down. Yard short.
Down at the 8-yard line.
Keep giving it to him. Keep feeding the horse.
JJ Quinta, the center. Sickett, Fennell again.
First down.
First down to the 5. North Catholic, a ground and pound drive. Looking to put up their first points of the game. Now 2 wide each side. Hampton not buying that too much. They have a lot of pressure right up front. Sickett, handoff. Fennell gets to the line of scrimmage,
Nothing
but no
doing
more.
there. Brought down by a gang of Talbot defenders.
Hampton wasn't buying that they were going to throw it on that play.
And I don't blame them. And if I was North Catholic, I'd run. Next 3 plays. Give it to Fennell.
From the 6. Two wide again to each side.
Oh.
They're going to throw it. Intercepted. Flag on the play, and Sickett's down.
He got hit hard.
He got hit
He tried to go
hard.
for the tackle and looked like he got trucked. in the head.
Brock Bordeaux, the running back, flag again late on the play. That was a big hit. Sickett
It looked like
down at a heap.
Hampton knew the pass was coming. You could hear from the box next to us someone yelling, pass, pass, pass. And that's where the Hampton coaches are.
Sickett is up. He got off on his own power.
That's good. But did you hear that, Alex?
Yeah. And there was a couple of flags that came in late on the play. But props to Sickett for stepping in there and make a big tackle there. Brock Bordeaux is not a small man.
But this field position is going to go back in a hurry for Hampton. North Catholic got unsportsmanlike as well.
Fouls were offsetting.
Well, the first one counts. The unsportsmanlike offsets.
That's right. So Hampton will be pushed back to start at their own 11.
But really devastating, big blow to the Trojans. They were driving. Fennel was carrying them down the field.
Maybe they shouldn't run it. You said to run the next 3 plays. Passed it there. Not a bad run there by the Talbots. About 4. Puts him at the 15. That's Borgo. Sickett not out there defensively right now. Handoff again. No gain for Borgo.
He's getting checked out on the bench by Trainer.
Be a loss of 1 for Hampton on the play. Justin Smith was in there for the tackle, as was Caden Sarver.
Trojans defense has come up big time and time again. Let's see if they can do it again. 3rd and 8. 5 minutes and 20 seconds left in the third quarter of play here at JC Stonefield. Hampton up 7-0.
Step back. Throw deep down the field.
He's got him.
He
had him
my!
in and out of the hands of Eric Weeks, who had the pick 6 earlier in the game, and that is a lucky break for the Trojans. Now they will get the ball back with, it looks like, will be good field position. Fennel's back to return, and I think he should be able to get to return this. Another chance for a spark, and I don't expect Sickett to come in as quarterback here, as he is still getting checked on the bench.
I don't think so either.
So Caden Sarver would be the probable guy to go in, but we'll see what happens. As this is a short kick.
Oh, look out. These guys Sarver gets it off the bounce, and he's down to the 35-yard line.
Good field position, another opportunity. Yeah, Sickett is still sitting on the bench.
Yeah, he's not coming out.
Yeah, especially if it is a concussion protocol, which I don't know.
He was down.
It looked like it was a hit to the head.
He didn't move for a moment.
Yeah, it's either shoulder or collarbone area or head, but he's definitely getting checked out. Don't want to risk anything. As Caden Sarver jogs in, as he will take over.
And obviously we're worried about the health of Jason Sickett over there on the far side.
He's battled. He's battled.
He has. And he was so frustrated once he got up on that play. And hopefully we see him a little bit later in this game. Caden Sarver coming in a big moment here. Came from Hopewell, where he was at last year. And a nice run there. About a gain of 5.
Extracurricular activity happening.
That's J.J. Quinn was getting into it with a Talbot. No flags thrown. About a 5-yard play there. It'll be second.
This game's getting a little chippy, Alex.
It is.
Know how important this one is.
About 2nd and 5. There'll be a long 4. Sarver handoff to Fennel. Fennel Flag on the play. First down.
That is.
Didn't he throw a flag there?
No flag. Oh, there is a flag.
I think yeah, there it is.
I think
It was thrown by the referee. Gentleman in the white hat.
as it looked like Iaquinta, they called holding on the Trojans. But what the Hampton was wanting for was another personal foul. Unnecessary roughness call, I think, on the Trojans. But now shooting themselves in the foot again. Now 2nd and 14.
Injured Talbot down on the field right now. And North Catholic will huddle up here as they're going to discuss what to do here on an upcoming 2nd and 14. 2nd and 15 about. Coming off the field here for the Talbots. Is number, is that number 50? Number 52 for the Talbots. That's on our roster. Second and 15 for the Trojans. Sarver sets, runs with it. Sarver gets about 6.
An option play there. Could have pitched someone out to Fennel, decided to keep it himself. Pretty good game. Brings up a 3rd and 10 for the Trojans. So we feel like we've said 3rd and long for the Trojans a lot tonight, Alex. Another one that may be 4-down territory.
I think there's no reason not to. If you have to trust your defense, who's been good all night. Now let's see if Sarver's going to pass here. Sarver drops back. He will pass. He throws it. Incomplete, looking for Brady O'Hara. Fourth and 10.
Seamus is on. Seamus Straub is on
They're
the
going to
punt.
punt it. Man. And that holding call looms large.
Need a good punt here.
That's a rough 3 and out. Flag.
False start, I believe. Oh, it's on Hampton.
Oh, it's on
Wow.
Hampton. Do you go for it now?
4th and 5. You got to go for it.
Go
here.
for it. Let's go. Yes, they are. They're going to switch him out. Good call there by Coach O'Shea. I'm liking it. Need to take risks. Fourth and 5.
What do you
from the
call here?
34.
What do you do here? You maybe a draw play to Fennel? He's been getting
Hampton
yards.
has a lot of guys.
And he jumps. That's outside.
Wow, the miscues by Hampton. First down, North Catholic. Hampton just gifted North Catholic a first down.
Unbelievable.
First and 10 from the 29. '24, my bad. That's where they were at the 29. Sarver keeps it.
Good juke.
Get some positive yardage. Gain of about 3, maybe 2 for Sarver. They'll give him 2. 2nd and 8 upcoming. Sarver handoff, Fennell. Fennell gets to the outside. Oh, he doesn't quite get there. He was trying to get there, but wrapped up by
Lost it,
Hazelrig.
too. 3rd down and 10.
Big play here. Caden Sarver. The backup quarterback in for the injured Jason Sickett. Sarver drops back, lets it go. Fennell, incomplete. That was close.
Trey Pernsley was wide open in the right flat,
Oh, man.
but that was the design play, I think, to go to Jack Fennell.
And Fennell's down. Whoa, boy. And he's being tended to. They're working on his left leg right now.
I was just logging the camera.
2 guys so far in this half that you certainly don't want to lose in Jason Sickett and Jack Fennell. It is pretty, there's a briskness to the air tonight on the 7th of October as we're playing fall football underneath the lights. As Jack Fennell gets up under his own power and walks over to the North Catholic sideline. I think he'll be okay. We'll probably see him back, I would hope, tonight. The weather tonight, though, 47 degrees. Feels like 44.
I should not have just worn a sweatshirt.
Feels like 44. I offered you the coat.
It's going to be a cold walk back to the car.
I could drive you back to the car. Or do that.
Still have to walk to the parking lot? No. What's that going to do?
Oh, you're in the parking lot today. You know, the parking in North Park is not fantastic. There's so many different lots that you have to venture to, especially in a big crowd like it is tonight. 4th and 10 here for the Trojans. Brady O'Hara in motion. Sarver has a guy on him. Flag on the play. Sarver still going near sideline. Gets close to a first down. He's a little bit short anyway.
The penalty will be declined. If it looks like it's holding. Don't know where else it could be. We'll see. Unless it's illegal hands to the face. Yeah, penalties declined.
First down, Hampton. And Hampton will start this drive from the 19. It was like just when we could get excited about a drive.
2 drives.
Something happens. Handoff. Bordeaux. Nice gain to the 30. That's enough for a first down, gain of 11. Gavin Camedy, Luke Baker there for the tackle. Adrian Midgley gets it, hands it off to Bordeaux. Bordeaux brought down by Julian King and company after about a gain of 4.
Assisted by number 20, Franco. Picks up 4 on the play, brings up 2nd and 6 from the 34.
2nd and 6 for Hampton. Motion man is Weeks. Low snap picked up by Midgley. Midgley goes to the far side, out of bounds at the 37.
A short 3rd and 2.
The ball carrier run out of bounds by number 8.
That was a low snap though. 3rd and 3 maybe.
Picks up 3, brings up 3rd and 3.
And 3rd and 3 will pick up after
The third quarter of play. Your score after 3.
the third quarter ends.
The North Catholic Trojans 0.
Fourth quarter coming up, only 7 points so far.
And it didn't come from the offense.
And it didn't come from the offense. Game from Eric Weeks on the Hampton pick 6 way back in the second quarter. And North Catholic defense, they need a big stand right here. You get a stand right here, you're feeling okay with plenty of time left here in the fourth quarter to put some points up on the board.
Yep. Devon's got to get a stop. They've stepped up all night, haven't allowed a touchdown. They got to continue to do that, though.
Beautiful night for football. Hampton starts this drive at the 37. This play on the 37 as this drive is now at its fourth play as no gain. After the tackle by Brady O'Hara, now what do they do here? They're going to punt.
Trojans D stepping up big yet again. Maybe a big special teams play is what the Trojans need.
That would be in order.
Fennell can do it. He hasn't had a punt return touchdown
I don't
this
think he has
year,
had
I
one
don't
this year.
believe. He had a couple last year.
He did. Oh, that one barely gets off. Fennell's going to have to
He
get
hasn't
this.
got the opportunity to tonight, though. That ball really rolled.
That's a great punt. From the 37-yard line on Hampton's side to the 20-26 on North Catholic side. About a 37-yard punt.
Trojans will have it 1st and 10 on the 26.
And Sarver on again. Quarterback to drive. Yeah, still sitting there on the bench.
That's concerning.
That's unfortunate.
Yeah, that's unfortunate because he's battled his butt off this year. And in this game as well. Trying to put his team in a position to win. Now Caden Sarver's going to have to pick up where he left off. And hopefully get the Trojans their first scoring drive of the game. They need it. Fennell
There's nowhere to go.
wrapped up for a loss of a play of about 3. Four even.
Loss of 4 brings up 2nd and 14.
They need a big play here. Get a nice first down. Luke Baker, the only receiver on the far side of the field. Sarver steps back, throws it incomplete.
Hit as he threw.
Looking for Danny Franco.
Franco, ball's incomplete. Brings up 3rd and 14 for the Trojans.
3rd and 14. Let's get something here. Fennell narrowly avoids it. His first hit wrapped up for a loss of 2 more.
There were 3 guys on him immediately. They broke through the offensive line extremely fast, got to Fennell, wrapped him up, and brought him down. Seamus Straub out to punt as this clock is ticking. Now under 10 minutes remaining in the 4th quarter. In a crucial conference matchup.
Oh, they might got pieced out and flag on the play. They're going to at least get him. Is it a personal foul though? Because this is big.
If it's running into the kicker,
it's just 5 yards.
If it's roughing the kicker, then it will be an automatic first down.
It would be a personal foul.
Seamus trying to.
Seamus, he's going to try to sweeten the deal. This is big.
It looks like it is a first down for Hampton.
Hampton, yep.
Yeah.
I think they're just going to tack it on to the return. Yep, 5 yards from where it went out of bounds at.
And that took a weird hop out of bounds.
I did.
It went directly
It went
to the
sideways,
right.
Yeah. And that's a net, well, if you count the extra 5 yards, that's a good punt there by Seamus Straub, even if it was just out of the 50. As that punt was from about the 15-yard line, they get 40 yards out of it. Bordeaux.
Good tackle there.
Yep.
By Caden Sarver.
Oh, look at this. Behind the play. As this is a block that went up across the field.
Don't tell me that was Brady O'Hara.
That was Brady O'Hara, yeah.
Oh, man. There's no way he gets pushed down like that, right?
Playing beyond the whistle a bit.
The 6'6" sophomore with an offer from the University of Pittsburgh, as there's holding there.
Bordeaux gets to the 50, but it's coming back. Bordeaux's been good.
He has been. That was a clear hold. Chase Aguglia was the one who was held.
And this will put Hampton back at their own 35. As now you're looking at 2nd and 20. Both QBs in the game right now. Joey Mayer is out on the far side. And Adrian Midgley back taking the snap like he has all night. Uncorks one. Incomplete. Gavin Camedy gets there at the exact right time.
Great pass breakup again. Hampton's taken numerous shots. They've almost connected on all of them. One was dropped, and two were great. Three were great defensive plays. Two by Fennell, and one there by Camedy. And one by Sickett as well.
That's right. Weeks is who they're looking for. 3rd and 20. 8:38
This
to go.
Trojans defense has just been very impressive tonight,
They
Alex,
have.
yet again. Pitching a shutout so far. The lone touchdown for Hampton was
And that's going to be on North Catholic, I
a
think.
pick six.
Oh, no, it's going to be on to Hampton. False start. 3rd and 25.
That'll bring up 3rd and 25 from the 30.
Let's see what they do here. 2 wide each side. Midgley gets back. He has pressure in his face.
Screen pass.
Looking for a screen. Borgo.
Really good tackle there by Danny Franco again.
Gain of about 3.
Fought off the block.
Yep.
Because he had some room if he was able to get by. But no damage. And Trojans will get the ball back. Running out of time here, Alex. 8 minutes left. They got to get something going.
You got to get points.
You got to get
touchdown. You got
touchdown.
to get points. You got touchdown. Yep. Got to get a touchdown this drive. Timeout North Catholic. And at this point of the game, that's a tough one to burn.
Honest.
What if you need that at the end of the game?
You might.
You have 2 left.
Especially on a punt, too.
That's the 3rd timeout they've used tonight before punt. 3rd timeout. Wow. And the chances of Fennell getting something. The chances of Fennell getting something that he's going to be able to return are slim based on what's happened so far tonight.
Yeah. All year it seems to be that he hasn't gotten anything to return.
Ray Kersop into punt. He's been good tonight. Low snap, picks it up, gets it off.
Maybe able to pick this one up off the bounce.
Fennell's going to be able to pick it up off the bounce. He gets a move. Nice block there by Samir Ware. Fennell gets across the field. There he goes. 35-30, 25-20, 10, 5,
No flags.
touchdown.
No flags on
There
the
you
play.
go.
We said he might get something in return, or we said he probably wouldn't get anything in return. That one took a good hop in the air. He was able to corral it. A great block by Samir Ware. And Fennell cuts back, turns on the Jets, and bolts into the end zone. An extra point away here. The Trojan tying this one up. You said you may need a special teams play, and that's exactly what they got.
55-yard return for Jack Fennell.
Key extra point.
Riley Coomer in for the extra point. It's good. Tie game. Just like that. That's worth a timeout. I don't even care. Take back what I said. That's worth a timeout. Jack Fennell. He's been due for one of those, and he gets it. And Hampton stunned. They don't know whether to whine or wind their watches.
So still, neither defense has let up a touchdown. We're tied here 7-7. Special teams punt return touchdown for the Trojans and a pick six touchdown for the Talbots.
Caden Sarver will kick it off. His first opportunity to do so since the first play of the game to kick it off to Hampton.
That's a good one.
That's a good kick. Hampton's going to have to pick it up at their own 7. Down at the 12.
What a tackle
Gavin Cavity, big time tackle.
Oh, man.
Hampton will put it in play. First and 10 on the 14.
Well, that's a way to ignite the student section. And the team.
Trojans defense waking up the crowd. First and 10 for the 14. Handoff. Weeks makes a move up the sideline. They're going to mark him at about the 20, maybe the 21. 20 they're going to put him at.
Picks up 7, brings up 2nd and 3.
About 2nd and 3.
Good, really good run there. He looked like he could have been stopped around maybe only a 1-yard gain. Someone had him by his ankle and was able to escape that and get up a 7-yard gain. Now a manageable 2nd down. Talbots have really sputtered offensively.
Bordeaux, way to the outside. Brought
Guess
down.
who it is? Danny Franco having by far, I'd say, one of his best games of the year.
Brought him down with one arm.
He's been good this year, but he's been dominant tonight. We've said his name a lot. Now it's a 3rd down. What a huge play. This is going to be a huge turn of events from Jordan's top him here. 3rd and 5.
Here we go.
You got it. Some pressure may be coming. Brady O'Hara has been a little bit quiet tonight. Expect maybe a big play here by him.
Weeks in motion. Midgley throws it across his body. Incomplete. Big Brady O'Hara was there.
Oh, no.
Oh, and a flag. Way after the play was over.
If it
That's not on us, is it?
looks like it's on Hampton, but we'll see.
And they're going to pick up the flag.
Again.
They've done that a lot tonight.
You got to think this one ain't going anywhere near Jack Fennell.
Hampton looks a little frazzled here on this punt. Barely gets it off. That's a moonshot. Went way up, comes down, and comes to rest at the 46.
Now an opportunity for the Trojans to take the lead. 46 yards to the end zone. 6 minutes left. Caden Sarver in for quarterback. Sickett is still injured. That's disappointing, but he is moving around on the sidelines now.
He is. That's
Helmet
encouraging
off,
to
but
see.
it's good to see that.
Cheering on his teammates. Fired up about that Jack Fennell punt return touchdown.
This is a big game. The players know it. This one's going to come down to the wire.
6:12 to go. Sarver, handoff. That's Samir Ware.
His
First
first
time
carry
we
of the
called
night.
his name tonight out of the backfield. And he gets about 3. We'll say 3. Got to the 43-yard line.
Pick up a 3, brings up 2nd and 7 from the 43.
Ware in the backfield. Still. Fennell moved to the right side. Handoff. Ware had some speed. Gets to the 40. Another gain of 3. Bringing up a 3rd and 4.
Would you say this is 4-down territory?
Absolutely. I think so.
Obviously, depending on what happens here, but in a game you need to win. Your defense, the one thing that may make you go against it is your defense has been absolutely stellar all night. Hampton has been able to get anything going. So maybe you put faith back in the defense, try to pin them deep, and then get good field position. But let's see what happens here on 3rd down. Samir Ware in the background.
Yeah, Seamus Straub has been great punting inside the 20. Samir Ware, first down! He burst through for a gain of 9. Big first down. First and 10 from the 31. North Catholic. Ware still in the backfield. 2 wide to the far side, 1 wide to the near side. That's Gavin Camedy. Play action pass. He's looking deep. 2 safeties back. Doesn't work.
That one was either going to be caught by Fennell or out of bounds. They wasn't giving them a chance to be intercepted.
Ball's incomplete in the back of the end zone. Brings up 2nd and 10.
2nd and 10 now. Can hear the chance of pass here. Sarver breaks a tackle. Keeps going. Lost the ball. The ball out. Hampton has it. Hampton's returning it. Joey Mayer down at the 41-yard line.
That, you saw that coming. He tried to make the juke. The ball was way out, away from his body, in his right hand. And it just flew up into the air. Hampton recovered after a great play by Sarver to be able to get down to that point, breaking a tackle twice behind the line of scrimmage. Had got the first down, tried to juke. The ball was away from his body, and it pops free, and Hampton falls on it, returns it to their own 40-yard line. What a turn of events. Unbelievable.
Mayer got crushed on the return as he was
Brady
helped
O'Hara
off.
tackled him.
He was crushed. Big tackle. That's Borgo to the far side.
Good tackle on the outside by Chase Arrington.
Loss of 2 on the play. Such a great play by Sarver. Just didn't have enough of a handle on it with one hand.
I'd say at that point, maybe just try to get out of bounds. I know he's trying to get that big play, get into the end zone, but get the first down. You're inside the 20 there. Nonetheless, there's 3 minutes left. Hampton Talbots have the ball. 2nd and 12 on their own 38-yard line. 7-7 ball game.
And that one, Hazelrig
And
to the
he's
50.
Just short of the first down. They gave it to him.
First down. 80 stayed in bounds. Clock will keep ticking. North Catholic has 2 timeouts remaining. I don't believe Hampton has used one this half. So they would still have all 3. Oh, and that's going to be on Hampton. First and 15 now. Here we go. Handoff. No gain.
He was driven back hard by Caden Sarver, Seamus Straub. Seamus Straub, I think, laid the lumber there after Caden Sarver got there first.
Brings up 2nd and 14 from the
Oh, they gave him a yard. That's generous.
That was 2nd and 14. Wouldn't the false start got them back 5 yards?
It did. So made 1st and 15.
Oh, he got
yeah.
a yard there.
They
I
gave
thought
him,
that was
I thought that was generous, giving him a yard.
I thought it looked like a loss, but I guess
It was closer to a loss than it was a gain.
yeah.
Look at the clock, still ticking here. We got a minute 20. Now they're going to be forced to call a timeout.
timeout, Hampton.
Overtime? You thinking about overtime?
How does that work in high school? I don't even know.
We haven't had an overtime game.
Since we've been broadcasting
Since-
last year.
never.
Last year was the closest
Never.
we got against Blackhawk.
Never been a game that we've been a part of that's gone overtime.
So I don't really know the rules of overtime. I don't know. We'll see if it gets to that point. But a hard-fought game. You can tell how much these teams wanted, Alex. They're not giving an inch defensively. 0 offensive touchdowns scored in this game. Hampton got their lone touchdown on a pick 6 in the second quarter. Trojans got their touchdown on a Jack Fennell punt return in the fourth quarter. So special teams coming up big for the Trojans. And the Talbot's defense has been stellar as well. Both defenses have been unbelievable. Not giving an inch.
Here we go. 2nd and 14. Still going is Midgley. Threw it out of bounds.
The official says he was out of the tackle box.
Brings up 3rd and 14.
Third and 14. North Catholic still has 2 timeouts. Might have to burn one if this is not an incompletion. Hampton throws it out of bounds. Clock stops. A minute 08 to go. North Catholic will get the ball. 2 timeouts. That's big that they stop the clock there.
Yeah. Would you rather him take it to sack there for Hampton?
I think he would, just to get the clock going or make North Catholic burn a timeout.
This
It's
isn't
tough,
going
though.
anywhere near Fennell.
And that's going to be out of bounds. And
They
let's see
weren't
where
giving
the,
him a chance to return that.
let's see where the official is going to put this here on the near side.
36.
36 yard line.
Their defense has been good. They're not going to test their luck against Jack Fennell returning a punt.
Here we go. 1st and 10, North Catholic. 1 minute and 3 seconds to go. They're yelling pass. Timeout called by Hampton.
Timeout, Hampton.
We can hear pass being yelled by the coaches here in the next booth over to us. And Hampton has 1 timeout remaining. Overtime would be exciting, though. We'll see if we get to that point.
take a deep shot here, Alex? I think they might with not Jack Fennel.
Pressure coming. He gets it out. Was he in the tackle box? Camedy was in the area. Oh, they throw the flag. And that's going to cost North Catholic a timeout.
I thought it was lost it down.
By rule, there would be a 10-second runoff on the play. And so North Catholic is going to be down to one timeout left.
And lost it down to the spot of the foul.
Yeah. That's one of the worst penalty, repercussions of a penalty there is.
Wow. Try to do this math, Alex. Second in.
Second and about a country mile.
As the PA announcer put it, second in a pretty long way.
31.
Yep, just handed off there.
And off to Fennel. Fennel gets to the 21.
And will this take us to overtime, or will there be a timeout called? Timeout?
There is a timeout called.
I assume by Hampton. Yeah.
Yep.
Well, I would do a scoring recap, but I feel like we've done that
A
about
couple
5 times. It's not very much.
It's not much to go over.
Any other scores around the whip wheel, Alex? You always
Let's take
do
a look.
Those updates.
Let's take a look, because we're getting about that time. Across the whip wheel, 3rd and 25 upcoming here for North Catholic. And there are some finals. Latrobe beat Ringgold 42-0. McKeesport beat Connellsville, who Hampton beat last week 48-0. And what did Hampton beat Connellsville by last week? They beat Connellsville 55-19.
It was 7-0 at the end of the first quarter. 35 second quarter points by Hampton in that one.
And University Prep beat Brashear 36-14. 3rd and 25 for North Catholic. Sarver takes it, hands it off to Fennel. Fennel runs, cuts across the middle again. Still up. And he gets another burst there at the end, down at about the 26.
Is Hampton out of timeouts?
Nope.
Why?
Hampton's out of timeouts.
They're out of timeouts. Oh, I thought you said
And we're going to go to overtime here.
We'll find out what the rules are.
4 quarters aren't enough here in North Park. We'll play on. Overtime is coming up. Very interesting. It's exciting, though. We get overtime for the first time.
Each team gets possession at the 10-yard line.
Untimed, right?
If the game is still tied, the process is repeated until one team wins.
I believe this is untimed,
That's
too.
what this article, that was from 2018. I don't know what it is, if it's still the same.
Each team has an opportunity for an offensive series of downs. However, an overtime period may include only one offensive series of downs if the defensive team scores a safety or gets a touchdown.
So they can't be starting from the 10-yard line then. There won't be a safety.
So you're going to see right now as all officials and the captains, they're gathering at about the 50-yard line, reviewing the overtime procedures, discussing how penalties, if any, carried over, which is not the case in this game.
Does it say where they start? Is it just a possession, normal possession? This is a Mike White article from 2018, and it says each team gets possession at the 10-yard line. But I don't know if that's still the
Okay,
same
let's see.
procedure.
This is interesting. The offensive teams shall put the ball in play first and goal on the defensive team's 10-yard line.
Oh, I guess it is the same.
Each team is going to get a possession at the 10-yard line.
So, yeah. I was just confused there because it said like it was a safety. It is, but I didn't think, oh, there's not going to be a safety from first and goal for the 10.
Yeah, I hope not.
There could be a defensive touchdown, which would obviously end the game.
That would end it.
But each team doesn't get a possession. I like that. Who would you give the edge to here? You haven't seen either. I mean, you saw the Trojans in the
Neither
red
team has
zone.
been in the, like, oh yeah.
Trojans were at the 5-yard line. An interception was thrown, but Fennel was rambling down the field. But as the field compressed, they were able to stack more guys in the box, and there weren't enough holes and room for Fennel to run. But I think if he gets enough cracks at it inside the 10, he could be able to score. If you're the Trojans, I don't think you pass.
I don't think you can.
Maybe do a couple. I know he first fumbled, but Sarver's looked good.
That's
running the
nothing.
football.
That's nothing against Sarver either. I just think you're strong. You're really strong in the run,
Yep.
and that's what you've shown throughout this game. And what Hampton's vulnerable to. Just running down their throats.
If you're Hampton, you run it as well.
Bourgo could run.
Give it to
Bourgo, right? Or are you talking about Weeks?
yeah, give it to Weeks. He's shown that he can carry a pile. He scored the lone touchdown.
Yeah.
Trojan starting on offense, it looks like. This is exciting.
Here we go. Overtime. And a game that's going to go a long way towards deciding who makes the playoffs.
It is. The Trojans lose this one. They drop to 1-3 in conference. If Hampton wins, they move to 2-1. If they lose, they move to 1-2.
Sarver. Sacks.
At the 19-yard line. And remember, the Trojans could kick a field goal. If that field goal is missed, the Trojans do not score a touchdown. Hampton, all they have to do is kick a field goal from the 10-yard line to win the game. Hampton brought everyone, and there was just not enough time for Kane Sarver to do anything.
I don't know why you don't run the ball there. Sarver throws it. Touchdown! Oh, boy!
What a throw! That was a strike to Gavin Cavity, streaking into the end
You
zone.
gotta be kidding me! Gavin Cavity, North
Wow!
Catholic, they're up! That's why you
That
don't run
was
the
a
ball.
bullet.
That's why you don't run the ball. Kane Sarver with the bullet.
Unbelievable! Trojans up
Wow.
13-7, pending the extra point to make it 14. What a route, what a pass.
And what a play call.
And now he's in the block for the extra point.
North Catholic's going to call a timeout as they couldn't get the right personnel out there. They were so excited. Trojan Mania. North Catholic with a big 6 points. And the extra point's going to loom large here, too.
Oh, what do you think is going through kicker Riley Coomer's head
And
right
she's
now?
had no time to get warmed up. It's a cold night. She's had no, very She has no area to practice over there, her kicks.
And last time her extra point was right down the middle, but there were some Hampton players tracking that and getting pretty close to blocking that as well.
Luke Baker is the holder. Brings it down.
And it's blocked. A stop wins the game for the Trojans, but a touchdown may lose it. Wow. Expect anything different in this game.
Hampton now will get their turn from the 10.
Defense for the Trojans stepped up all night. Another chance to do it here. One more stop needed to win the game. It's first down and goal from the 10-yard line for Hampton. One more defensive stop.
Really tight formation.
False start.
False start. Wow.
You saw they shifted early.
First and 15. Here we go. Midgley gives it to Weeks.
And he's brought.
Weeks. No gain. He lost a yard, maybe 2.
Julian King was not letting him get an inch more. As he's down to the 17.
Brings up second and goal from the 17.
Second and 17.
Man, this is an exciting game.
Weeks again, he almost fumbled it. Weeks still going. Now back at the 20. Down at the 23.
Brady O'Hara flew flying in and brought him down at the 25-yard line.
Timeout, Hampton.
Unbelievable.
Third and goal from the 22.
2 more shots here from Hampton, and they're going to have to throw it and throw it away. North Catholic's defense has stood on their head tonight. And we've seen a great mix of games in the games we've broadcasted here so far, Ryan.
Most exciting.
This one tops it all for most exciting, most drama.
I say Blackhawk last year was up there. For
It
that
was.
one, we weren't play-by-play in color for that one. We wrote down on the field.
And that was non-section. This is section.
Yep. And this game is the biggest game of the season for the Trojans so far. 3rd and 22. I thought he got tackled at the 25, but it's at the 22. It is loud. This is loud I've heard this place since we've been broadcasting games here.
Here we go. Midgley. Hazelrig in motion. Midgley drops back, has space, throws it deep.
Oh, he had him open. He had him open. Seamus Strom in coverage. Batted the ball away. If that is not batted, that ball is in the hands of the Hampton receiver. I think it was
Hazelrig.
Yep. That would have been a touchdown. Seamus Strom, the senior leader on this defense, makes a huge play. And now it's up to the Trojan defense to make one more stop.
Hampton could be down to their final play. Here we go. 4th and 22. Midgley drops back.
Brady O'Hara chasing after him.
Throws it to the end zone. Intercepted. Or is it caught?
What? There's no
What's
signal.
going on?
There's no signal. I couldn't tell it was in the corner of the end zone. On the there's a
Gavin
flag.
Kennedy was
There
there.
is a flag.
It looked like
If
Gavin
it's pass
Kennedy.
interference, then that is an automatic first down.
It is pass interference against North Catholic. Gavin Kennedy in coverage.
Unbelievable. This game. It looks like it was
You gotta be
intercepted.
kidding me.
Was it intercepted?
It looked- I thought
it was
it
in
was
the corner. I
intercepted.
couldn't see because
It was-
people in the
I think
way
it was intercepted. And now they're going to get the
Oh, it's not an automatic first down.
just because it's in overtime.
Wow.
They'll get
It's
one
not an
more
automatic
play.
first down.
One
It's
more
only
play.
15 yards. Yeah, it was a 15-yard penalty, not an automatic first down. 10-yard penalty?
They
It
didn't
doesn't
give
matter,
him
but
15
all that
yards.
matters, this is fourth down.
Down to the 12. Midgley throws it. Incomplete. North Catholic wins. No flags. This game is over.
It was a battle, Alex. It wasn't easy. But the Trojans found a way to pull out the win through adversity in their biggest game of the year and now have an inside track to the playoffs. 2-2 in conference now with the Trojans. Hampton drops to 1-2.
They just beat the defending conference champions. They were 11-1 last year. Now, they have doubled that amount of losses in section.
And if North Catholic, you got to think if they beat either Indiana or Mars, that
They're
pretty
in.
much clinches a playoff bid.
Mars in particular would be a big one. Mars is the other team that's vying for that third and fourth playoff spot, but this is big.
Because you have the tiebreaker over
Over
Hampton.
Hampton.
You got to win one of them, and you're in.
Hampton plays Indiana next week. North Catholic plays Avonworth. And that's a non-section game, but a rivalry game. That'll be here on the North Catholic Sports Network.
This was a battle. Both teams showed a lot of grit, a lot of heart, and it was just fitting that a game like this came down to the wire. One offensive touchdown was scored, and it was a strike from Caden Sarver to Gavin Kennedy that proved to be the difference in this game as a Trojan defense pitched a shutout in this one. Trojan went 13-7, but the lone touchdown for Hampton was on a pick six. The Trojans defense came to play today in a huge, huge win.
How about Caden Sarver?
He battled.
Just tremendous coming into that game. Battled good and battle hard. That's the North Catholic way tonight. Any closing thoughts before we say goodnight?
Well, I think I very much said everything I wanted to say. It was a battle. It was a gritty performance by both teams. Both teams could have pulled out the win. Both teams had missed opportunities, bad penalties, but both teams found ways to give themselves a chance to win the game by playing tremendous defense, and it came down to one play at the end, and that was a bullet touchdown pass from Caden Sarver to Gavin Kennedy, and that proved to be the difference in this one. What a game. This was an incredible game and an incredible atmosphere at JC Stonefield on a cold night, but the fans showed up. Both student sections were unbelievable. Both teams played their heart out. Just a great, great high school football game.
Well said. And even on a cold night, the Trojans felt the heat of the pressure of needing this win, and they get it. Excellent performance by the Trojans as they celebrate in their own end zone, as they deserve to tonight, as we leave you with the score. North Catholic 7. North Catholic 7. North Catholic 13. Hampton 7 for myself, Alex Brown. Ryan Berry alongside, and our phenomenal crew of Patrick Sharp and Noah McFadden tonight as we ran a skeleton crew. First night for Patrick here. Running the show for a football game. Tremendous as always. And we appreciate his and Noah's efforts tonight. as we sign off. North Catholic 13, Hampton 7.
This game and the stream broadcast rights to this game are the sole and exclusive property of the WPIAL. Any broadcast of this game is intended exclusively for the benefit of the North Catholic Sports Network audience. Any use, rebroadcast, or distribution of this broadcast without the express written consent of the WPIAL is prohibited.